If you could introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Konark. I'm primarily an engineer. I work for a company in the Bay Area in San Francisco. But music is my passion, and then that's the reason I created this video, which got screened today. Yeah.
Okay, and what's the name of your video?
So it's called Ghar Jaana Hai, the Stories Untold, which essentially the Ghar Jaana Hai is in Hindi language, and it essentially means that I want to go back to my home.
Okay, and yeah, you do get that
Yes.
in the chorus when
Yeah.
you're repeating that.
Yes.
Okay, and we really love this music video.
Thank you
It's
so much.
beautifully shot. Where did you get the music for it?
So the music, it was composed by a couple of my friends who are music composers back in India. They work in the Hindi movie industry. So their names are Sanjay Das and Ambar Das, two folks, and they composed this song. That's it.
Okay, so it was beautiful. And you said the cinematographer is also back.
Yes. So the whole crew and cast and crew, they are stationed in India. They primarily work there. So because the concept, as you see, it's very much it's based on an issue that's global, which is climate change. But the core, the crux of the video, it's shot at a place. The issue is very local to that place, and it's about drought and the effects of drought and how people migrate to other places because of drought. So the cast and crew we chose, the reason was that they are well acquainted and they are aware of the local situation, and they can visualize what ideally should be visualized in this for those people and to tell that story. So that's why we chose them.
Okay, so is the main character the gentleman
Yes.
in the video? Is he migrant? He's moving?
Yeah,
to travel?
so he is moving from his native place in search of work. So what happens is that the place where we shot that video, it's a remote place in eastern side of India, and it's prone to drought, and it happens every year. And then what happens is people usually migrate, they leave their homes, they go to other places in search of work, they work in factories, etc. And so that they can support their family back home. And the story is also about the person who is primarily stationed there in that place, but because of drought, he's moving out and going to another place to get work.
Okay, so he's leaving behind
Yes.
his
His
wife
wife
and
and family,
so
yes.
there is sort of, it felt like a love story.
Yes.
Also in the way
It is
that
actually
shot.
so. Usually, if you see the videos which are based on climate changes or social issues, they typically show the problem that this is what is happening and how people are suffering, etc. But in this video, through this video, in fact, we wanted to showcase a different aspect of human emotion, which is the love, and how people suffer emotionally, not just about money or to survive, to eat, etc. But how they suffer emotionally. So how their bondage breaks and then they move out and then they're suffering. But if you go to that place, I mean, because my friend who has directed this film, he went to that place to do some research, and then if you talk to people there, they will smile at you. But from within, they are actually not smiling. They are in a lot of pain because of the emotional sufferings, and that's what we try to capture and show it.
Yeah, I think you did a great job. And
Thank you.
cinematography, I know it's up for a cinematography award, so congratulations
Thank you so
on that
much.
nomination and Best International Video.
Thanks
So
a lot.
it's fantastic, and so good luck with that. Hope you'll be here tonight for that. One of the things that really struck us as an out, are you the director of the video?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not the director. I'm the producer and
You're
the
producer.
vocalist.
Okay.
I have sung this song.
You sang the song?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where you got the music. The music
Yes.
was, you're the singer.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I try to sing along. I don't
Thank
know
you.
what words I'm saying, other than, but we were singing along with it.
Yeah.
But the direction, were you involved at all in how the actors were directed to act so slowly? It's almost like in slow motion.
Absolutely.
The way that they're passing things
Yes.
off, and it's just so artfully done and beautiful that a lot of people wouldn't think to just to make that choice to see of how that translates on screen, as opposed to just, okay, I'm just handing you something.
Sure.
So it's just and the actors, so these are actors in India.
Yeah.
So
They are
how do you-
professionals.
How do you find them?
So we approached them. So the lead character is his name is Mr. Raj Jutsi. He's a very senior actor in the Hindi movie industry. He's a theatre person as well. So we approached him, and then we thought that he would probably suit into this kind of the role that whatever we have tried to portray. He would suit into this role beautifully, and he did justice to that. That's what we did.
I mean, it was so wonderful. You feel like you're really there. and you're
Yes,
watching it.
yes.
And you don't feel like they're actors. That's why I'm like, okay, did you just sneak up and like start filming this couple? You know, how
Yes,
did you get this?
exactly.
How did you find these moments? They feel so real.
Yes. In fact, the other characters, a bunch of them we have picked up from that place only, who belong to that place, and so they know about the situation, and they are also actors. They're good actors. So that's how it. They translated the whole story into the picturization beautifully.
Is there a big movie scene in India? I mean, there's a lot of films being made.
Oh yeah, absolutely. India has a big industry called. It's a Hindi movie industry, but they call it Bollywood, just like Hollywood.
Okay,
sometimes.
yes.
Because it's placed in a place called. It used to be called as Bombay, and it changed to Mumbai right now. So it's a big industry out there with huge amount of movies being made every year, and so that's how it goes.
And you live in California.
Yes.
Is that your permanent residency? And,
No,
or you just
I'm
travel
on
back?
visa. I work
Okay.
there, and just, music is just the passion.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely appreciate you coming out here. We look forward to seeing you tonight with the award ceremony.
Thank you so
and-
much for considering this because it means a lot to us. It's my first project at least. Other people they work in the industry, but this is my first project, and it has been very well appreciated. And you guys understood the theme and appreciated it. It's a great honor for me. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we did. We definitely did. Have you been on a lot of festivals?
No, I haven't visited them, but the movie has done. The video has gone into a bunch of them, and it has been getting appreciated, which is
That's
a great thing.
Oh, awesome.
I had a question.
Yes.
Did you or your family have any personal connection to a story similar to this one?
Not exactly, but I have a personal connection to the place
Okay,
where
so
these
this
things
is-
happen. So
Okay.
from my childhood itself, I have witnessed these kind of natural calamities because I belong to the eastern part of India and it's full of natural calamities. Every day flood and these cyclones, these things keep happening. And so I'm aware of what kind of suffering people do, but we try to find something different within that same bunch of issues.
Yeah.
And that is why we came up with this concept that how do you show human emotions
Yeah.
in a tragic situation.
Yeah, well, I think
And
it-
if you talk about human emotions in a tragic situation, then people usually laugh that why do you need to think about that first? Typically in India, that's what happens. So you need to first think about your food, how do you survive, etc. But these things do exist. They are also humans, right? They also feel for each other.
yeah.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Konark. I originally belong to India, but I presently stay in California right now. And the music video that you saw, it's a theme-based, it's an issue-based musical video. So it basically tells a story in 5 minutes. And it's based on the climate change and the effects of drought and how people migrate because of drought. So it was shot at a region in India which is prone to drought, and every year drought happens and people leave their homes, they go in search of work to other places, and that's how they survive. So there have been a lot of videos, movies, etc. that have been made on these kind of issues like natural calamities, drought or flood, everything. But what we try to touch through this video is that very important aspect of human relationship, and that is love. So as you saw in the video, it tells a story of a couple. The guy, they are getting separated, and the person in the video, the lead actor, he is going away from his home and in search of work. And it just basically shows the entire story, what they are feeling, how they are remembering whatever good times they spent with each other. And we just try to touch upon that subject. That was the basic idea about the video.
Anyone have any questions about the music video?
I was just gonna say, I think it was beautifully shot, like throughout.
Beautifully shot, and yeah, it definitely was. It actually is up for a couple of awards. One of them being Best Cinematography.